today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th is a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The numbers there for Connery in last week's game. 16 carries, 53 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
From the 31, Murray finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. Murray now running right on the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. To throw is Murray. Green brings it in. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Murray going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And a catch made by Hopkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First down Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his second year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. But now it'll be third down. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there of 22. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another hit. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Murray now to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, where the Cardinals push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man left side, that's the tight end Herndon. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On third down, Cousins. will say it's incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Kirk. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Caught left side, Williams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Prater's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin with the home opener in the Pacific Northwest. Tennessee in town to take on Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those 2 teams approach halftime. Dwayne Eskridge, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the 2nd half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Murray now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Murray's going to keep it again. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Running right on the option is Murray. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd and 9, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works free. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cook following the penalty. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Marcus Golden that time who came roaring in to get him. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, X flying in there for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. That is Tomlinson who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, you may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Cousins now. He completes it to Westbrook.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over. Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That's complete. It's Cook. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. One last shot now for Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Arizona, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.